Okay, welcome back. Another episode of Play by Play, off air and online. And to change things up, I thought Adrian is going to do the intro to the show today. So all yours, big guy.
Thank you, Captain. This is, as Morgan mentioned, Play by Play, off air, online. We are joined by the always lovely Cato Louw. Hello, Cato. No.
Hello.
No hello back. Thank you.
This is audio.
Yes.
Hi.
There we go.
Is this thing on?
It is on. And obviously we have to unpack a very busy weekend of sport. Okay, that's why we have Cato here. That's why we have Morgan here. I'm just here for the looks of it all. So let's just start with it. Let's just jump into it.
Well, you do look absolutely fantastic in
Thank you.
your green leafed shirt.
Thank you.
today.
It's spring.
The sun is out.
Fair enough.
I was looking for some green.
Spring day, love it.
Yeah.
A bit of green and gold because this weekend was packed with green and gold. Oh my word! From Friday all the way to Sunday evening, we had Bafana, we had the Proteas, we had the Springboks men, we had the Springboks women. Someone said we get 4 out of 4. We ended up with 1 out of 4 wins over the weekend.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I did say actually on Saturday. We said 2 weeks ago we had a terrible weekend, or three weeks ago we had a terrible weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
With the Proteas losing.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
We know
Springboks
what
lost to
terrible
Australia,
means.
obviously. So I thought this weekend would be the the redemption weekend, and it started off well with Bafana. They won. Against,
Which is the shocker of
Lesotho.
it all.
Yeah, and very, very close to qualifying for the World Cup. First time in, let's fact check this one now, because Morgan and Cato are arguing about this, okay? Technically, the first time they are in the World Cup since 2010. Okay.
Yes, so 15 years
But
ago.
they haven't qualified for the World Cup
Which is
since 2002.
Yes.
So 2 sets of facts can be true, but the last time we physically saw Bafana in a World Cup was 2010.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's obviously they got automatic qualification. because they were
Emphasis on the
hosting.
word qualify though. When I speak
Also,
about
just
Bafana.
we were just talking, and when I was talking about Bafana, I just went to go see our ranking. At the moment, we
saw that.
56th in the world, which it feels, given our sporting prowess as South Africa, we should be higher up. But no, it's a very also reality check of where we actually are in terms of South African football compared to the rest
I was
of the
listening to
world.
a football
If we're there, we're there. It's wonderful, but it is quite hectic, the gap.
I was listening to a football show in the week, and they were saying something around like the amount of money that we have in our football in South Africa and where we lie is worlds apart.
Yeah, because the Betway Premiership is the richest league
That's right, that's
in the
what it
whole
is.
African continent. So technically, we should have the best league. If we have the best league, we should have the best players. We should have the best results nationally as well.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
that's
two
right,
aren't correlating.
will
Interesting enough,
say-
you also cannot find a salary of a player of a PSL club because they don't disclose that. And my gut is saying it's because it's so disproportionate to compared to,
Disproportionate
to the results.
Oh, yes, I see.
So
what you're
it
saying.
doesn't make sense to be
Yeah,
paid
yeah,
a
yeah,
ton
yeah.
and not being able to perform. Yeah, but that's just maybe
Well,
that's a conspiracy theory.
While we're on the Bafana theme, of course this would have been they played.
Yeah, I was gonna say by the
Nigeria.
time you're watching
this
this,
Super
we might have
Eagles,
been
yes.
qualified for the World Cup, which is
could have
I think it's
Mathematically, but
Yeah,
we've got Bafana still have 2 games, Rwanda and Zimbabwe left in terms of their qualifiers in Group C as well. And yes, the issue is there is a bit of a cloud over Bafana because we fielded a player that was not eligible in last year when we started the World Cup qualifiers. And some of the teams have brought it forward to FIFA, which means that there might be a 3-point deduction if they find Bafana guilty, which means we could lose those 3 points. And I think what's our gap at the moment at the top,
Yeah,
Group
we're
C?
5 points ahead.
5 points ahead. So technically, we still we have to win the next 3.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
So
basically
funny.
it.
Talking about Bafana, I was looking at the Hugo Bruce since he's come in. I was looking at his results. He's played 44 games. Well, under his guidance, the Bafana have played 44 games. They've won 22. They've drawn 17 and only lost 5 games. They've got a goals for 65 goals for them, and 33 goals against them. That is proper impressive.
I don't want to be a devil's
record.
advocate here, but who are our opponents?
No, but I mean, irrespective, it's easy for us to say who are the opponents, but the reality is we can only put results out who we play against.
That's fact. I'm just saying, like, it just
Every coach before him. I mean, you rave so much about Rassie. Why don't you rave about Hugo Bruce the same way?
because we're not in a World Cup in 15 years.
But
Rusty's won 2 World Cups back to back. The
now-
facts we can rave about. I'm sorry.
Don't
Rugby Championship. Did I miss something? Did we just play in a World Cup final on Saturday? No, it was a Rugby Championship clash against the Magic of Eden Park against the All Blacks. It wasn't good.
Okay, well, I guess since we're here,
we're going to rugby now.
We might as well go into rugby. Firstly, I want to know how did you watch it? Because we were debating what you actually do.
Oh yes.
At 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
What do you actually do at a 9 o'clock Saturday game?
Honestly, what I did, and this is probably nothing to be proud of, I had on my phone on my dashboard while I was driving.
No, don't say that.
To do something.
You had to go drive to...
Yeah,
for 80 minutes.
I've got a screen to drive all the way to Paul from here.
Okay, so that's more than 8 minutes.
Paul Gym. What is it? Paul Gym. Where they the back of Paul.
Yeah. Far beyond the Boerewors curtain.
Yeah, it's probably better. I watched so half of my eyes were on the road and half of my eyes on the screen. It's probably
It was
better
hectic. It was hectic. Or it was I watched it with friends. There was mimosas. Nice. There were beverages, cold beverages, and hot beverages. Your thoughts.
Let me hear you be brutally honest about the box.
No, it wasn't pretty. It was horrible. It was horrible to watch because it was like, and I said this over the weekend, it was like we were there but not there. It's like you could still feel we're in the match and we could potentially win it, but it's just like something didn't, like it's just not lekker. I don't know if it's combinations. I don't know if it's a mental thing. But the likes of a Willie really didn't do well. I've always had a love-hate relationship with Willie Leroux, but it was a tough one. Handré Pollard even, yes, he's Handré, but there was some errors, I think. I thought Grant Williams did quite well in those circumstances. I thought the bench coming on did very well, and that's why the second half we should have taken it. If we did the second half in the first half, we would have won.
I'm telling you now.
And Rassie is bringing it down to 15 minutes, which technically, if you think about it, it's true.
Yeah. It was, especially in right at the beginning.
What do you mean?
He says there was a run of play for 15 minutes where if we kept it together in those 15 minutes, reduced the errors, we would have won it. We would have been able to put it together and did it because there were knocks, man. There was like, you watched it. It really wasn't pretty, and Rassie was not impressed. And that's given the changes this week. He was not impressed. He said he would have made changes either way if we won or not, but he made more changes because of that loss. And also the energy that the bench brought on.
I want to ask you your opinion on this announcing of the team so early. I know you're a massive advocate and you always seem to think that there's always a plan and, there is always a plan. The change has always been there. The changes were always going to happen irrespective of the result.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm of a different train of thought. Okay,
give yours first because you say you know mine. So what is your train of thought then?
No, I'm just of the train of thought. I think this is a knee-jerk reaction, 100%. The fact that he's announcing his team at 9 o'clock on a Monday morning made the amount of changes that he has made.
Okay, but it's in the evening in New Zealand. Let's be fair.
But it's on a Monday evening in New Zealand.
So
yeah, but I mean, on a Monday evening, it would have been on it's a, he normally announces his team.
It was worth it to see Scott Robertson's face. What? Rossie's announcing it now? What? Yes, in the press conference, worth it. Lekker Rassie.
So, stuff like that, I think, Rassie's brainwashed the rugby-loving public enough for me to believe that, whatever the Soak does now, we find the positives, right? In my personal opinion, I think it's a knee-jerk reaction. There's no way you announce... What is the reason for announcing your team so early? You wait till Thursday to announce your team the week before, right? So you wait till the All Blacks make their move.
Yeah.
That was the words we used. That's the words that he used in terms of he's waiting to see...
Yeah, and he admitted he made a mistake.
Then, the following week, he goes, well, screw this now. You Oaks have all played... You look at the players that he's dropped. I mean... and don't say...
Handré, Eben, Willie... Marku.
They played badly, and so
Damien's injured Dalende.
They dropped for valid reason. We want our best 23 players. Again, we have this way of saying no rotational and all this. It's not rotational. That is performance based selection.
Yeah, but look at what happened to Jake White now recently. How he spoke out against players, in the press. Saying, individualizing and saying, blaming it, putting it all on the players. Look what happened. Why is it worth it to go and point fingers and blame your own team, which you have to go back to camp with now, go back to a hotel with and discuss getting a win in these insane circumstances? Why would it be, what is the worth? And taking that old school way and blaming the players by name in front of the media. What's the worth in that?
No, I'm not. He doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do
but
that.
What do you want?
Selection needs to be... the selection is performance-based.
Yeah, but you're not in those rooms with him. How do you not know? No, but we know. We've seen many... They're a very transparent team when it comes to announcing a team.
Transparent.
They are amongst each other. in a hotel room, in a conference room where they do their own thing, they're extremely transparent.
How do you know? You're
Because
not in those rooms.
I'm very well aware of what's happening in those rooms.
They've made you believe.
Who's they?
The team. The team has made the rugby-loving public believe that in this room we like this and we like this and we're so tight and we like this. And
So what do
and
you
then-
have to counter that?
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to counter it. I'm saying, based on his selection, don't try and brainwash me into believing that this is rotational and this selection was always going to happen irrespective of the result. This selection is performance.
Morgan, have you sat and watched a half an hour press conference, unfiltered, unedited, of Rassie Erasmus facing the press and saying those things?
He's good in front of the press. You know
No,
this.
you are picking out things to say. I'm not saying that there's always room for improvement in any coaching staff and anything, but you are pretending he's not being honest and real and raw. He's being extremely real and raw. He says those things. He said it right after the match. He
what?
said players weren't good enough. He
Correct.
said there were players that were doing good. He's not sure what Villy was doing. He said those words. Do you know that?
Yeah. Okay, no, I didn't know that. but it's
Exactly.
Good to know that.
So what I'm saying is, what do you want?
I'm saying, just make it known this is a performance-based selection. Is what we want. Select your best players. And to be brutally honest, let's run to the team.
Do you want another
It
World
is
Cup?
Our best players. It
Do you
is
want to
our
go?
best players.
You want to go three-peat?
We won't go 3-peat. I just don't
Do
think
you
it,
want?
I don't
That's
think
my
it's possible.
question. Do you want to go? Do you want a third
Yeah,
one?
I'd
Do you,
love South Africa to win the third
okay,
World
so
Cup.
let's trust the plan.
But this is my problem. We're just being brainwashed into this belief that there's
What's
the
this
plan.
brainwash? How old
This
are
plan.
you, Morgan?
This plan is like so what's the plan? Explain the plan to me. Okay, so you know
The
the plan.
plan is three-peat. 2027.
Okay.
So there's a squad that we have 3 squads that can take on any best of the teams in the world. That's what it is. His logic around these ones is bringing an Ethan Hooker in, a Sasha in. Do you know that Sasha's never been to New Zealand? So
Yes,
this
I
is
know
his
that.
first time that he's there. So if you cannot put them in that pressure cooker now, you can't do it in 2027. So who's he building towards? He's said it. He said he's going to put them here now, and a beautiful Afrikaans word, a drukkoker, a pressure cooker, so that they can feel it in the worst circumstances in New Zealand against the best team in the world at this point. Because you can't do it next year. Next year, New Zealand are coming to South Africa. In 2027, they're going back to New Zealand, but then it's too late to experiment. Then it's too late to do any other things. So there is your logic. I don't know, what do you think?
So would you say then that Rassie's primary objective is always a World Cup? Is that the key?
It's to win and a World Cup.
But I feel like he might be prioritizing World Cups more than winning. Because especially
That's
recently,
interesting.
recently we've not had great results, and every time it seems like he's trying to experiment, trying to find a good team. What is the purpose here? Are we trying to get our strongest 15 every single
Yes.
time, or are we trying to get more people into that pressure cooker, more people ready for a World Cup?
Can't both be
environment?
true?
They can, but I think the public are a bit tired of getting results like this for the sake of preparing for a World Cup.
Okay, good. But then I also want to throw into the mix here. So look at World Rugby, the best sides in the world at the moment. No one's on winning streaks. No one is.
Yes, agreed. I agree with that. Yeah.
So everyone is going through that. So what I'm saying is this is the norm now. There's no just one dominant team. And I think that's what we want the whole time.
No, I don't think we.
And
I
if we-
just don't think we can. I don't think. We can never expect to dominate permanently. I think that would be silly to try and.
People
to think
believe
that.
that, like the All Blacks, they had their streak. Everyone has had their streaks of dominance. But at the moment now, there's no one dominant side in the world.
For me, and again, even if I look at the performance, so forget the players. We can debate the players, but the performance of the team
100%.
is also. I fail to see the plan. And
No, but
I
he
just
said
fail
it
to
as well.
see-
Sorry, in this unfiltered press conference that I
Yeah.
watched, he said that we as coaches made mistakes. We didn't predict it right. He said they didn't predict the weather right. They didn't know it was going to rain like that. There's a lot of things that he's taking on the chin that they didn't right. So it means the messaging didn't come across correctly to the players. And you'll know that as a player, that makes a difference, right? If they know what they're doing, you'll know what you're doing, right? Like that's what I imagine. I'm not a player. I'm not a coach either. But that's what I'm seeing and what I'm trying to put together.
So now he said that, and now they've obviously put out this
This
new
team.
team.
and announced it on a Monday.
Announced it on Monday. For whatever reason, whether it was a knee jerk or whether it is part of Rassie's plan, Dr. Rassie that he is, Doctor of Philosophy, which by the way Couture's father is as well. Anyway, why this team now? Why did he go with this team? He's left the front row unchanged. He's changed up the backs quite a lot. What is he cooking here?
No, I'm interested to hear what you have to say. I think I'm ready to give my opinion. I think it's a knee-jerk reaction. I tell you what though.
I think it's exciting.
I like the look of this team.
It's
I tell you
cool,
what. David
man.
Willemser at 12
And
is the
Sasha.
future 12.
There we
Sasha
go.
at 10 is the future 10.
When else are you going to do that and put those guys in that environment, that talent? Because yeesh, it's a talented backline.
I'm telling you now, I do, however, think that after the poor performance that we put in and the fact that he went, it's quite simple what he did. He went to who he thought was his best team to go and try and beat New Zealand at Eden Park. Went back to his old heads of...
yes, 2019 vibes, yeah.
Right? They're stale now. I think we need change. You know what I mean? Who's the next locks coming through? Who the next... So to not get rid of, because I say that word loosely, but I mean, to have made all these changes, this team to me, for the first time, looks like the future.
I love it. It's very exciting.
I do,
And yes, it has also
worry.
to do with performance, but I think it's why the heck not?
Yeah.
Let's put them on together in it. Damien at because I mean Jesse's also not a part of this match day
Correct.
23. We've got a 5-3 split. So of our backline we've got Marnie, Andre,
Marnie,
and Grant.
Williams,
I mean, how exciting!
Well, do we have
And we've got Kobus Reinach, the old head, I would say, in the backline,
So here's my question.
and
Is
Cheslin.
Is it a 5-3 split or is it a 6-2 split? With,
Okay.
Well,
With the-
We're technically
with
Kwaka
Kwaka's
can also
there.
go
I was gonna say
yeah.
Kwaka's there
Can
as
also
well.
go.
Yeah.
Andre
And
Stan and
Stacey,
our hybrid
yeah.
players there as well. But anyway, I think it's very exciting. Again, two things can be true: the old play or the older or the players that didn't work were dropped because of performance, and also Russie's always been quite adamant that the jersey's up for grab for anyone. It's not your jersey.
Well, yeah, again, that's the right thing to say to the rugby-loving public, but it's never the truth with Russie. Like he's never done.
Shame, did you hurt you, Russie?
No, but
Did
it's
you-
never. I just feel like it's the truth.
Hey, Morgan.
Look at his
Also
selection.
okay.
Look at his selection. As he says, the jersey's always up for grabs.
Yes.
Who has he, who to who?
This
Based on
week-
performance.
This weekend.
No, but these guys guys
Jesse,
deserve their roles.
Not in the match day 23. Andre, not in the match day 23. So no, the jersey's up for everyone. There, he showed it now.
for the first time in
No,
when others made those selections.
Georgia.
Georgia, but I mean Georgia of all teams.
I'm sorry, but you said Bafana. We can only put out what.
Yes,
selection we
no.
made.
But performance-wise, I'm talking about. The performance, I'm not worried about. We were average.
On Saturday,
Against Georgia, we were
100%.
average. Against Italy, we were
100%,
average.
I agree, we were
Against
average.
Australia, we were average.
It was like these growing pains. It wasn't lacquer to watch.
Yeah.
No.
So,
I absolutely agree with you.
but we do have a couple of years still to fix things. I think Jacques Nina was going to come back. Watch this space.
Sure.
Okay, that's a bold statement. I'm not leaving those Euros.
Before the Rugby World Cup, Defence wins it. I was reading up a story about Defence winning Rugby World Cups. So
But you're very old. It might have been
Defensively.
fake news.
no, I promise it wasn't. I promise it was like a recent story.
So what's the result going to be then this weekend?
I think we're still going to lose. I just think the All Blacks are too good at the moment. Actually, I lie.
No,
they're not that good. They're also in a
They're
transition
not that
phase.
good.
But
They're
I
not
think the
that
All
good.
Blacks are just in a better place than we are currently, performance-wise, not talent-wise, not what we have on what we have at others. If I look at this team, talent-wise, this is a very, very good team that we have.
Let them
Our
cook.
best, but I just feel like there's something missing in that team, and you know what it is. And again, I've got nothing against Rassi, but I don't think there's enough freshening up going on. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason a president only runs 2 terms. Like, you know, there's a reason that everything has a lifespan.
But give
and I'm
me-
not
give
sure
me
that
a
running for
solution.
12 years.
Give me a solution
I
then.
don't think you need a fresh head. I think you need fresh minds.
If you would say Jock's an old head.
No, not Jocko.
So then
I'm
who?
talking about there's thousands of Franco.
Thousands.
In South Africa, we have an abundance of really good
At
coaches
the
that can
Bok
bring.
level, world rugby level.
Well, was Rassi Bok level when he came in?
Yes.
By doing what? What did he achieve? Look at his CV before he arrived.
Look at any coach's CV before they
that's
arrive.
what I'm saying.
But you
So
former
don't-
rugby players must lack a CVs.
But that's what I'm saying. So Franco Smith that's doing so well in what's wrong with him?
Nothing. He's
What's
in
wrong with
contract.
the lock that's not
But
at
what's
the
wrong
Lions?
with Russie? That's what I'm saying.
But this is what I'm saying. Every has a lifespan. Every coach has a lifespan with a team. 12 years, I feel, is a bridge too far. And that's just my personal opinion. I could very well be wrong. They could go and win it back the triple, and then I've got air on my face, 100%. No
Yes,
problem with
and
that.
thank you for recording
But-
this.
But I think if you realistically look at everyone has a lifespan. 12 years is a bridge too far for me. They need fresh minds. They need fresh energy. They need fresh ideas to keep evolving. You know, Rassie doesn't know it all. And so we can't, he's going to continue with what has worked for him over the years. And I think what has worked for him over the years, we tried again at Eden Park and we got shown up. You know what I mean? And that's just for me where I feel like as the director, then stay the director of rugby and find yourself a different coach. Or become the coach and then find a different director of rugby. But you can't be both. And for so long we've been, again, I use the word brainwashed, into believing that in business, that is never okay. As a CEO, also the MD, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And so we need fresh minds. We need fresh ideas.
Isn't Tony Brown fresh?
I mean, but like, really,
so do you
what
say
is
that
he?
the same with Stoker?
But he's just the attack coach because Swandile Stick is actually still there.
Yeah, no,
And
he's
the
still
same
there.
with Dion Davids is
Daan
actually still
Iman?
forwards. You know,
Dwayne Vermeulen?
but again, you know, like Dwayne's wet behind the ears as a coach.
I know, but it seems like you're going to want to look for an excuse for everyone. So, like,
I'm just saying
there are fresh heads. I just think you really don't like Rassie.
Fresh heads. Who's the fresh heads? Dwayne Vermeulen is not a fresh head because he's been there
He's
for how
super
long?
fresh. He's a baby.
Well, he shouldn't be there then, right?
He's fresh in coaching though.
That's fine.
He's fresh, but that's
Yeah,
the
in
point.
coaching,
They're
that's right.
grooming him. A great guy, very good friend of mine. Reality is, should he necessarily be there? Like, let's call a spade, guys. You don't go from playing for the Springboks to being a coach. Like, life doesn't work. Look what happened to John Smith when he retired and he tried to become CEO of the Sharks. Life doesn't, it doesn't work that way.
But don't they have to have a sort of transitional phase where you bring in people like that to sort of sit behind Rassie, see what he's doing? Because I think if
No, but hold on. What about the pecking order?
Gonna...
Where's the pecking? Like, so then what about the club coaches? What about the provincial coaches? What about the URC coaches? Do they just never get a look in? Like, isn't that then where the apprenticeship should be done?
No,
Shouldn't there be a pathway of coaches to become the next Springbok coach?
I understand that, but the thing is now the contract's in place. We've been knowing that we know this for years. So all we can do is work with what we currently have. So this is our reality now as Springbok fans and Springbok viewers and Springboks. Rassie is there now, and this is our reality until at least 2027. So I understand the debate, but there's nothing we can do about it now.
But we don't have to. But what I'm saying is, again, we don't have to agree with it.
Yeah, but I want to see us win against New Zealand on Saturday. I want us to get the 3-peat, and then we can have this chat again. Because I need you also to see how it plays out.
Yes, no, I'm not. Who am I? I still don't have the answers. But as a rugby-loving public, that is.
But there's nothing we can do. So
engrossed.
also, as South Africans, we've been getting a lot of smack for being a toxic fan base. And I think this is not helping with it. So I want to check us all so that we can, this is our reality now. And we need to see how it plans out. Let's trust.
But it's our reality because we've allowed it to be our reality as well. Like, we've just let
We're
it
not
slide.
appointing the coaches. We're not appointing people.
But we're also just letting it slide because we've been winning.
Exactly.
The facts only show when we're not winning.
That's it for me and you, Adrian and Cato. We'll catch you guys again, same time, same place next week. Good Up FM, play-by-play, off air online. Also, just a reminder, you can catch play-by-play every Saturday morning, 8 to 9 a.m. on Good Up FM, of course. And you can come and chat to me about all things sport. We're going to unpack more about this Springboks versus All Blacks and ladies, Black Ferns and Springboks ladies in the afternoon. We're going to do more of that on the show on Saturday morning. Catch you guys then.